Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a look here at Pepe, see what's going on. And congrats to a lot of my community members and just general followers who watched my video all the way through yesterday. Kudos on being able to take that short all the way down. And again, keep this in mind. The fact that we broke below the cloud and we were waiting for confirmation is a very, very important thing. And at this point, the fact of the matter is we're below key level resistance. We got to respect that. We'll talk about that and much more, but just want to say again, congrats to my members who I did watch all the way through, not just fast forwarding to the end, because honestly, there's a lot of little things you need to pick up on. And the main takeaway yesterday was that the Ichimoku cloud, we didn't have confirmation, and you do not take a trade into that. I'm glad you didn't, or the inverse, of course, some nice healthy shorts there. Good job, congrats on that. All right, so let's take a look at the big picture and just work our way down. And before we start too, we have an awesome giveaway here from BINGX, our new exchange, pretty much replacing Bybit in the US, Canada, and of course UK as well. These are only offered to those states as far as a trading bonus, but you get $300, no minimum trading deposit required. So link down below for that, but this is a really cool, awesome giveaway here. I opened this up to our community last week, and of course this week here to the public, so feel free to take advantage. There's only a few spots left, so just a heads up on that. All right, so with Pepe, what we want to do is look at a few key factors here. So on the daily, it's pretty straightforward, but we've been talking about this for a little while. We're still above 50 in the RSI. We still have that tentative support level. Keep in mind, that is synonymous in a lot of ways with the price action being roughly here at about 145,000 roughly. We drop below that level, we will see an RSI below 50, and that would be potentially bearish. It would basically imply that this run here, even though it came down significantly retraced, it would imply that the next leg up would be a lot more difficult if we come back down. Okay, so we don't want to break this plane. It's important we don't do that. We also want to take a quick peek at the moving average. Obviously, you're aware of this, you've been watching my videos, but we're below the 20-day SMA on the daily, which is disadvantageous. So the daily doesn't look great, all right? There's no other way around it. 4 hour, we can finally see our 200-day SMA working its way up here. That's close to about that 126 level. That was a good level for a lot of folks to get in at, and we can see we're below the other moving averages here. So generally, we're working ourselves into this little descending type of wedge. And we'll talk about that in a minute, but what I want to recognize is that we're back below 50 on the RSI. And I was talking about this yesterday too when we were watching or recording my video basically, and the fact that we are testing 50 on the RSI. It's a typical bouncing point, but we had that conflicting information on the hourly showing that we're going to break below the cloud here any minute, so take profits while you can. Again, well done on that if you did, but the bottom line here is that money is flowing down. We can see the RSI tapering off with it, and we have this MACD divergence as well that was ready to diverge. So again, a lot of the proof was there that the price is going to pull back. But again, we're looking for that moon, right? We've got to be able to find it. And unfortunately, it's not going to be very prevalent if the price keeps coming down and doesn't hold this level. Okay? You could argue that this is kind of a double bottom here forming, which would be great. If we were to get that bounce, that could very well be the case. But again, we never hope and pray that it's going to work out, right? That doesn't belong in trading. It takes sound, logical data that we're looking at here to make an informed decision. Let's look at that too. And this is one of the confirming factors I was talking about yesterday, and the fact that we are right here yesterday when the price is coming down. Okay, and as if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that the Ichimoku cloud creates a strong resistance when the price is retracing either below or above it. And at this point, we have this strong resistance level. So if the price breaks through, at that point we can get confirmation we want to go long. But until then, we can expect the price to continue going lower. Okay, so again, never take a trade into the Ichimoku cloud. It's not really a strong thing. I mean, obviously it can work out once in a while, but it's a very consistent indicator. And right now, we're getting green lights that a short position, if you have one open, you want to keep it open, okay? Because the conversion line's below the baseline. We're losing a little momentum there, but for the most part, our lagging span is still free and clear. So we got another 6 to 10 hours before we have any confirmational sign that the price may turn itself around, okay? So right now, we're pretty much ultra bearish here on the shorter time frame. Let's see if there's any overextension as well. We came down to an 8, consolidated sideways, another 8, 7, and up to an 8. So we're seeing some consistency here in overextension for Pepe. But the bottom line here is we're 3 hours into a potential 9-hour continuation. So I would say once today's trading day is closed, we'll have a better chance of seeing where it's going to go next. Okay, so keep in mind, New York has been hard. Or at least traditional markets here in the US, it's been really hard on Pepe. Most other coins are having difficulty as well during that time, but you can see minus this strong pump here during that trading day on Saturday, we can see a lot of selling pressure here, taking full advantage of those profits. Okay, so again, They push the price up, the whales here during the traditional market hours, and they take their profits right when the worst comes to worst, right? They're like, oh, support level? No, not anymore. Okay, so it's almost comical how they do this. And I just, all you can really do is laugh at it. I'm sorry if you are not in a good position with your Pepe, but again, if you're a long-term hodl trader, then you just add to your position. It's just a better way to average price down. But generally speaking, there's no reason to take a long right now just because the price is lower. DCA is a different story, but when it comes to an actual swing trade or day trade right now, everything we're seeing is pointing down for the moment. Yeah, we just got to see if we can hold this 147 to 150 range, because that'll be a really strong point here. Once again, we could very well see a double bottom based on that sentiment, but we're not there yet, and we do not want to hope and pray that that happens. Okay, so again, I hope you watched all the way through and got all the right information here, of course. Pretty much just screaming further downside here. There shouldn't be a reason to bounce and turn around. But you got to keep in mind too, Bitcoin is funky today. Okay. Now, while Pepe isn't 100% aligned with it, it does follow it fairly well. Okay. When Bitcoin has a bad day, Pepe has a bad day too. So we need some consistency from Bitcoin in order to see this recover as well. So please pay attention to that. Even though I am fairly bullish on Bitcoin in the overall sense, in the next couple months we're probably going to see a further retest at 30,000 and then some to complete that Elliott wave. We're not in a position right now to argue that with Pepe. It's a different story. We got to recognize that it's very much aligned with Bitcoin. I hope that makes sense. Once again, congrats to my community members who shorted, and then obviously make sure you take advantage of this giveaway here. There's only a few spots available. 100 new users is the reason, kind of the limit. And once again, just get $100 free in trading volume, or sorry, you don't need to have trading volume or deposit required, but you get a $100 trading bonus just for using the link there. So it's really cool stuff. They're a really great exchange. I like them a lot. And be more to come with that as well. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take care.